had a 14-9 second chance point disparity, and obviously they won the free throw battle. Just how difficult is it to overcome those battles when it's heavily favored in their way?
That was it. We talk about defending without fouling. They shoot 29 free throws. Then we talk about the second chance points. We're doing a job on the glass, finishing possessions that we had just talked about that before the game. So those are hard things to come by. Those are, little detailed things that we're going to have to clean up. Keep communicating and helping our guards continue to rebound. And then again, it goes back to, defending without fouling, showing our help early. But again, credit to Chicago. DeMar DeRozan is having an MVP type year. So our ability to sit down and guard, was challenged tonight.
What did you think about the shots that you guys got down the stretch? It seemed like a lot of those looks were contested.
Well, I have to go back and look at the film. I think at 3 minutes left, it was 115. We had a great look for Gary, I believe, in the corner for a knockdown shot. We didn't get that one down. Chuma had some great looks as well. So again, I think the shots that we're getting were quality looks. Now they turned the pressure up. We got to the rims quite a few times. But again, to give them credit, they turned up the heat, and they had those guys that went after and got it.
Wendell Carter had another great game against his former team. Just talk about his overall play. Obviously, it seems like he's extra motivated when he plays against this team.
Well, we've said that before about Wendell, that, he's motivated nightly, and he has a challenge every single night, with these bigs that he's playing against. And then we're asking him to do a ton, switch on pick and rolls and then trap the pick and roll. Offensively, move the basketball, be a facilitator. He's doing a ton of work night in and night out, and he's willing and wanting to take on that challenge.
Earlier tonight, Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner were named to the Rising Stars Challenge. Just how special will that be for them, and how much of a great opportunity will it be for them?
I think it's a phenomenal opportunity, and it's great for our fans. It's great for our organization. It's great for those guys. The work that they've put in. You talk about growth and development and guys getting better, and the league recognizes it. Other coaches recognize it. So I think it's such a great opportunity for them to be around, their peers that have, called them to be, some of the top in the league.
George, anything on Zoom?
Dan Savage, RolandoMagic.com.
Coach, prior to them closing it on an 11-0 run, you guys went on a run of your own to tie it. What did you like about what your team was doing down the stretch to tie that ball game?
Well, it's been the same thing over the run. We talk about the poise, the grit that we're showing, the fight that we continue to show, and that competing throughout the game, not getting too high, not getting too low, and that we continue to play. Like I just talked about, we tied it up at 115, ended up getting a decent look. But again, that's the one thing we talked about our guys in that fourth quarter. How do we sit down and defend in that fourth quarter?
Anything else for Coach Mosley? Okay, thanks, Jamal.
Thank you, guys.
You, Franz, and David are going to go to the Rising Stars competition together. Guess what's that mean to you as a trio, as you personally too?
It's dope. It's definitely, an honor just to see all of our names get called for that. Just, because we all been working hard. It's been a long season. Obviously, we would like the season at this point to go a little bit better, but I don't take away from the work that we've all put in. So it's just happy that we're all getting recognized for that. And I know Franz and Jalen are ecstatic. So definitely excited to go to Cleveland. Let me not say nothing else.
What did you think of the team's offense down the stretch tonight against the Bulls?
I don't think our offense was the problem. I mean, we put up 115 points. I think we just got to do a better job of defending them. And obviously, Zach and DeMar, they hit some tough shots. But I mean, shoot, that's the NBA. Dudes get paid to do this. The elite, the cream of the crop, and we had some good looks down the stretch that didn't fall. They hit some tough shots. So I mean, look, it's a make or miss league, and sometimes you just miss.
Talking with other coaches and players the last few weeks, they've mentioned just how impressed they've been with the young core of your team, just how hard you guys work on the court. And now for you three to be selected for the Rising Stars game, just talk about how motivating it is when you hear that opponents are complimenting your game, complimenting your work ethic.
It's cool. I mean, I think the best compliment would be us getting some more wins. So I mean, it's definitely cool that other coaches, players are recognizing the hard work we've been putting in. But it's time to to keep translating that into some wins. So that's what I'm personally looking to do.
Will it be a great bonding experience for you, Jalen and Franz, in Cleveland at All-Star Weekend?
Yeah, man. It's my young boys. I'm gonna take care of them while we out there. We're gonna have some fun. It's really that whole weekend is really just about having fun. It's obvious. I mean, this whole season is all really about business. I mean, but that you take a little break, kick back, have some fun. I think we get a few days off after that too. But it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna make sure they have some fun too.
George, any questions?
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Yeah.
What's up, Cole?
What up,
It's it's not every organization that gets 3 players named to the Rising Stars. For your organization, just what does it say about what you're building here, not only with you 3, but a number of the other young guys?
Man, I think it just really says a lot about the organization itself and the belief that it has in our young core. I mean, they've let us kind of just fight through a lot of our mistakes this whole entire year. I mean, last year to a certain degree. And so just a big shout out to the Magic as a whole. They're looking out for us and we're going to do our best to look out for them, man. It's a family here. So definitely excited for the future.
Go ahead, Dan.
Cole, a lot of players like Franz may not get to play through mistakes or Jalen, but Moses kind of giving you guys that opportunity and them that opportunity. Just how big is that for young players to get the chance to play through mistakes as they try to acclimate to the league and elevate their play?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big thing that not a lot of players in this league get, especially when they're in their second year. I mean, you got dudes who go a few years in the league, don't even get that chance till year 5, 6. It's just you never know. So I mean, just having an opportunity here where we're honestly the most of us, we're young and we're getting a chance to just really, kind of figure it out, kind of, play through our mistakes, kind of see what works, see what doesn't work. It's super dope. And shout out to Mo, shout out to the whole coaching staff for them putting that faith and having that trust in us, because I can't name another organization really, maybe 1 or 2 others right now that are letting their young guys do that.
Anything else for Cole? All right. Thank you, Cole.
Sir.
You, Cole, Jalen announced for the Rising Stars game. I guess what you think about the announcement? It's how to feel for you trios to be going to the game together.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Especially that we have 3 people there. I think it's an honor for us 3 as players, but also for I think the whole organization. And yeah.
Talk about that run you guys made to tie the game. You guys were down 13 early in the 4th. You battled back to tie it. What did you guys do well during that run to kind of get you back in the game?
I mean, we finally got some stops. I thought they did a bunch of tough shots, but we kind of let them get going early. And didn't make it tough on them. When they caught the ball, they just caught it really easy. And then obviously DeRozan and Levine are really, really good. So we got some stops, and then I think all night I think we really shared the ball. I think we had a bunch of assists, and kept the pace up. I think you can see that we get better and finding efficient ways for us to score.
Talk about Wendell Carter's performance, and he continues to play well against his former team. But what did you see out there from him tonight?
I think he's got to play with that aggression like he did tonight, attacking the basket. I think sometimes he wants to get other people involved and be a really good teammate, but I think he's really good playing, being aggressive and looking to score first. But I think all year I think he's been playing really solid, and obviously been the main guy for us as the big, to whether it's pick and roll, throwing him the lob or in the post or on the outside, initiating an offense. I think that's the coolest thing, that he's so versatile.
George, anything on Zoom?
Cody Taylor, USA Today Rookie Wire.
Hey, Franz, all season long, you guys have been kind of mentioning how everyone's kind of excited for each other's success. What was kind of the reaction from your teammates to when they heard that you, Jalen, and Cole are going to the Rising Stars game?
I think everybody's happy for us, and I hope they know that, they especially me and Jalen, I think all of our teammates and the coaches, they're the reason that, that we're so comfortable and, get opportunities and stuff like that. So I hope they know that. And I think everybody, like you said, is happy for each other.
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Franz, kind of along the lines, not every team gets, 3 players in a rising stars, game. What does it say about the young talent that's on the roster, not only with you guys, but some of the other players about what you're putting together here in Orlando?
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think, like you said, it speaks to the talent and, to the young core that we have. I think for us three, I think also, speaks to that we get those opportunities that maybe some other young guys don't get. And, we should enjoy that and cherish that. I think that those opportunities that, you can't always control if they come or don't come. So I think that's important to know too.
Anything else for Franz Wagner? Thanks, Franz.
The Bulls had a pretty significant advantage in terms of second chance points, I guess, for you guys. How hard is it to overcome, especially when they're also in the free throw battle the way that they did?
That's 2 areas that we can control. I think we sent them to the line, if I'm not mistaken, like 29 times or 25, something like that. And they got a lot of points on the offensive boards. And, we just cut those in half, we win this game. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the game within the game. We had to do a better job, like us getting technical fouls. We have to do a better job with those kind of things and just control. We can control. They're gonna make tough shots. They're gonna take and make tough shots. Zach and DeMar do a really good job with that, but we can't allow them to do that and get to the free throw line and get second chance points and things like that.
What was happening especially with the second chance points, offensive rebounds, I guess, especially early on? What was happening there?
For myself, I just wasn't boxing out early. I just wasn't locked in on that part, and there's no excuse to that. I got to do a better job of, being able to help my teammates and get guys off the boards.
Offensively, you had it going tonight. Really, every time you played this team, which I know, of course, it's your former team, you played well. Just what is the mindset? I know you've talked. This is another game, but do you have like an extra chip on your shoulder? What is it that's kind of driving some of the success against this team?
My teammates understand that, I got a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, being traded from this team. But at the same time, I do understand it's a business, so, I just want to go out there and just showcase my game every night, nights like this, I'm human, I'm coming back in my old stomping grounds, but on the opposite side. So, I want to showcase, everybody that, I'm a good player.
How happy were you to hear that Cole, Jalen, and Franz will be participating in the Rising Stars Challenge?
Man, that's phenomenal. Three guys on the same team, all playing in the Rising Stars game. I remember I was just there 2 years ago, so I'm definitely excited for them for them to go and see the festivities and be able to participate in that weekend. I think it's pretty cool.
George, anything?
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Wendell, the organization has given, players like Franz and Jalen the opportunity to play through mistakes as youngster, as a guy who's been to multiple organizations. Just how, great is that opportunity for a young player trying to establish themselves in the league?
It's important. They both came from situations where, they were winning, they were playing well, and now they're in a situation, so it's a lot of adversity, everybody in this league is just as fast, just as strong, just as good of a basketball player as all of them. So, it allows them to understand that, you got to find other ways to beat players, find ways to manipulate the game, find ways to, kind of the same impact that you had on those winning teams before you got here, how you can do those kind of things in the league, and it takes time. And the fact that they're being able to go out there and make those mistakes and learn from them, I think is a good thing, especially now. I think it's a perfect situation for them for sure.
Anything else for Wendell? All right, thanks, Wendell.